Hello, I'm James Brian and welcome to NHS News.
And I'm Eli Green. Winter Carnival has come and gone.
There are rumors swirling around that things were about to change. Our Haley Carter went ahead and found some more out.
Here at Northbridge High, we have a week full of fun called Winter Carnival. During a week in February leading up to our winter ball, everyone from freshmen to seniors get involved in Winter Carnival. Every day there is a dress-up day, and the last day we have competitions between the classes with games. We wanted to know if the rumors about Winter Carnival changing were true, so we came to talk to Miss Lori, the school secretary, the one who runs Winter Carnival.
Partially true. The day is going to be changed very slightly. We're actually going to go to first block after homeroom. So we'll have homeroom and then we'll have first period, and then that will give e-board and some student council members some time to prepare better for the events for the rest of the day.
We wanted to know how the students felt about Winter Carnival, so we went to talk to a few of them.
Where is he?
They're there. What are your feelings about Winter Carnival being your last?
Man, it's sad. I'm gonna miss it, but I guess it's what it is.
I'm sad that it's my last, but I'm excited that it's my senior year so we can finally win.
Because you weren't here last year, do you know what Winter Carnival is?
Not really. I think it's just like a bunch of kids having fun during a day, you can do whatever.
Well, now that all the rumors are cleared up here at Northbridge and we got some insight from students, that's all for today, folks. I am Haley Carter, coming from NHS News.
Northbridge has introduced new rules this year, like that one. And at the halfway point, I found out what students think of these new rules. Thanks to new policies at NHS this year, students are no longer walking down the halls using their phones, drinking coffee, and listening to music. In September of this current school year, NHS implicated a new set of rules, hoping to decrease the amount of distractions and enhance the level of education at the school.
The primary focus for teachers and for admin was to have students fully engaged or as engaged as possible in the class and not distracted.
One of the new set of restrictions that caused a great deal of controversy was the banning of cell phones. With this new rule in place, phone use has been limited to just the cafeteria, which has led to mixed reactions from students.
I think the cell phone policy is great.
This phone rule, that's not a thing.
I just collect phones in the beginning of class.
We asked Mr. McCormick about his thoughts on the success of the rule and whether it met his expectations or not.
Students are more on task in class, less distracted. There are obviously going to be students who don't necessarily listen or don't want to kind of go along with the rule, but I think overall it's been fairly successful.
The banning of cell phones is not the only new rule being implicated at NHS, as new hall passes have been introduced in efforts to reduce stragglers in the hallway. Gone are the extravagant bathroom passes of the past, for they have been replaced by tiny pieces of paper with teachers' signatures. Students were asked whether they think this new rule is necessary for making NHS better, and shockingly, they did not respond well.
Really good idea.
I think it's pretty dumb because you could go home, make some of your own, and just leave whenever it looks like you have a pass.
I think these new bathroom passes are great. I hate germs and all that stuff, so carrying around these things that everyone has touched, that's kind of gross. So these pieces of paper are way better. All of these rules were incorporated in hopes of making Northbridge great again.
We're a very good school with a lot of potential, so I'm excited to be part of that.
Northbridge High hopes that these changes make a better environment for the students and enhance the level of education at the school.
Here in New England, the weather's always changing, so Eli, what are you wearing tomorrow? Because, I was thinking perfect weather for just tank top, shorts, flip-flops, just total beach day.
Well, I was thinking more on the side of acid-wash jeans with a fur coat to try to impress my friends but also stay warm. But I know our recently reinstated Brian Wildman knows a lot more about this wild weather here in New England.
Thanks, Eli and James. Welcome to NHS Weather. I'm your host, Brian Wildman. Up in New England this week, we're looking at a fortnight caliber storm. Moving down the east coast into Florida, it's been raining sideways cats and dogs almost all week, and that's looking to continue throughout the week. Moving westward into the Midwest, looking at mid-50s, pretty nice week. And then over in California, sunny 70s as usual. Now let's go over to the 7-day. Yeah, as I said before, going to be a rough 7 days with this storm coming in, looking through almost the entire week. We're going to bring in our weather expert, Anthony Zanka.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. It's nice to be here.
Hey, that's good.
Good.
Happy to have you.
So far you're absolutely right. This is going to be a terrifying storm. We need to hide in our homes. Almost, you could say, it could be bioshocking.
Wow. It is going to be a rough storm. Back to you, James.
Here at NHS, some of the hallways are getting a makeover, and that is all thanks to the National Art Honor Society. Our very own Cora McComsky has more on this story.
National Arts Honor Society is a prestigious club of students that not only excel in the arts, but better their community with it. In 2016, NOS impressed the community with the revelation of the NHS mural, and last year followed up with a tribute to the Beatles in the music hallway. This year, the attention was turned to the broadcast hall.
The inspiration is Andy Warhol's pop art. We have a few other ones that are all art history murals throughout the school. We have Lichtenstein's Girl with a Headband, and then we have The Great Wave. So it's just extending that, and we're always looking for ways to do it. I also really liked that it was Marilyn Monroe near the broadcast because I thought that went well together.
First, the wall is transformed into a 6-foot by 6-foot grid. Each piece of the grid corresponds to a piece of the reference image, which is drawn carefully onto the wall and as accurately as possible.
Yeah, we just finished the grid last Wednesday on the wall, so there's 1 foot by 1 foot squares on there. We're doing 1 inch by 1 inch from the original picture, so we'll do that ratio.
When everything is drawn out, the mural is ready to be painted.
So we're going to be using acrylic paint. We're going to be staying true to the original, and it has a teal background, bright yellow hair, the skin tones, and then it has black sort of on top of it for shading. It's going to sort of look like a print on the wall.
The mural will no doubt bring color and life to the currently plain hallways.
Where the art rooms are, it's sort of off and away from other sectors, so I think it's always important to take what's going on in our classrooms and put it out into the rest of the school so that even if you don't go down this hallway and see the stuff in the display cases, it's part of the culture of our school.
The mural is expected to be finished by the end of the school year. As far as future murals go, keep an eye on the walls. This is Cora McComsky reporting for NHS News.
Wow, that mural's gonna look so nice out there, Eli.
That it will. Well, let's go on a positive note for tonight. I hear that we have a certain anchor that knows how to play the guitar pretty well.
I don't like to
true?
brag, but, you know.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Wow, thank you. Quality craftsmanship. Wow, what do I do with this?
Just play whatever you feel.
Really? All right, sure.